So this was Christmas, and what have I done? Hello everyone, welcome to this little podcast episode. This is the typical looking back at the year 2023 and looking forward to the year 2024 podcast episode that I did one of those last year, so I figured I would just sit down and try again. Looking back at this year and discussing the upcoming one. And there's not that much that has happened during 2023, but there's some things that are going to come up over the next year, which might be interesting to some of you. However, if it isn't, then yeah, it isn't. Like, the podcast episodes are not that popular, but I thought I'd just let you know. Anyway, let's start with what has happened over the 2023. I started as usual with the typical videos. At the end of 22, I did a few special videos for the Christmas time and the New Year's stuff. I did the Audient accessibility breakdown together with Scott. That was amazing, and it's well received until today. And I did the choir library comparison video, which has helped a few people. I got a few people who got in touch and asked about what my opinion was on the different choir libraries. I recommended them, showed them this video, and they were like, "Ooh, this is really useful." So that was useful. I, however, didn't have the time to do something similar to this year. We had a really, really busy December, and we'll continue like that. So I'm just recording this. I've got one day off. I'm just sitting here recording this, and we'll continue recording a separate video for next week right after, if I can make time for it. So that is the situation. We don't have a special video this year, but my subscription count has gone up. We are at almost 600 subscribers. With a bit of luck, we reached the 600 before end of this year. Originally, I remember shortly before taking the summer break, I remember looking at Social Blade, and Social Blade was suggesting that I might be able to reach the 1K subscribe count at the end of the year. I, however, decided that it was wise to take almost 5 months of off time on the channel. Which is obviously the reason that this did not happen. However, I don't care. Because in the end, this channel is... it's kind of, it's meant to track my progress. It's meant to hold all the tutorials that I did because I want to watch them back at some point, because I know that I did something like that before and I want to remember myself how I did it. I also want to help everyone else who struggle with the same things by just doing it. Like, if I do it anyway, why not publish it so that everyone has something from it? That's the entire idea behind the channel, right? And that's reason one. Reason two is that I want to, at some point, not make music for a living, but get something out of it. And we will get to that in a second. That's why I continue to upload a tutorial every Monday, which in November and December has shifted to Tuesday because of the obvious reasons. I don't have that much time right now. We'll probably get better in summer, but in winter I usually end up in a situation where I record my material on Monday, and then I've got a day of time to cut and edit and whatever, so that it goes out on Tuesday. That has been much less stressful, and it works as well, right? So that's the idea. Thursday, however, is still the spot for podcast episodes like this one. So this is likely going to stay. Maybe I will shift it to Friday, I don't know. But for now, it will stay like this. And yeah, other than that, there were a few things that are not directly related to the YouTube channel. I had a few projects that I worked on my two semi-breaks that I have every year, which are the semester breaks, where students don't have to be taught in university in present, and they will most likely work on their own, which is the time where I do a lot of paperwork and a lot of administrative work, but I don't do teaching for my current daily job. So that's why I have a little bit more spare time, and I can freely arrange my time as I see fit, which is why I usually put bigger projects into those 2 slots every year, which is from February to April and from end of July to beginning of October. And the, let's say, winter project was the accessible music software catalog thing, or APA, I think it is, right? Accessible whatever catalog, I don't know, or APAC, accessible program and application, I don't know. It's available on Musical site, which I will link to my website. This catalog was, and I introduced it in a video here, right, on this channel. It's a catalog that is meant to, at some point, hold all the accessible software and give you all the information, like how expensive is it, how is it NKS ready or not, which library do you need, like is it Contact Player, is it Contact Full, is it all this, the description, an audio demo, all of that, and it's cross-vendor. Like, obviously every vendor has a website like this, right? You will find information about that on Native Instruments, you will find information about that on Arturia, you will find information on that on Audio Imperia, whatever. But you have no one unified page with one simple layout that has been tailored towards accessibility, especially. That just lists all of that. I started that, I did that. Musical site is my kind of crazy space, my workspace where I just publish everything that is somehow related to music and I find would be useful to have as a tool. It contains some musical helpers as well, like a lot of scales and keys and stuff where you can just listen to all the notes and preview them and whatever. And it will probably get more in the future as well. I'm planning to dedicate my winter project time in 2024 to creating some ear training exercises on that website in an accessible way, kind of similar to tonedear.com. I don't know if you know that, but probably worth a look if you're looking to improve things like relative pitch and all that kind of stuff. And that's what happened. It wasn't well received though. So this is just, I don't care because I don't pay anything for it, but I will host it then, maybe update it from time to time, maybe it will, get visited and used later on. But right now it's kind of unpopular. No one knows about it. No one, like, this is a community-driven project. I'm not the only one who's going to add libraries to it and maintain it and everything. But no one dedicates products to it right now. So that's why it's not growing, it's not updating, whatever. I don't care personally, because as I said, it doesn't cost me anything. It just took a bit of time, but I always see the learning experience behind this as well. I decided that I wanted to do it anyway, so I did it. And that's literally it. That was the winter project, so to speak. Then summer project, like my summer's teaching time started when summer finally began to kick in. Like it was getting hot outside and everything. I decided that I want to take a summer break, and I did, and it turned into an autumn break and kind of partially into winter break. But it was good to do that. Like, I had some serious mental issues which got better. They got better over time. They are not fully done yet, mainly because it's not an entire mental thing, but also a what do you want to do in life kind of thing. I'm trying to find myself, is what you could say. And I don't know for sure, and we've got some serious stuff going on. So this is why I took the time off, and it was worth doing so. This is probably going to happen at some point again, maybe even already next year, because I can imagine that things like that would happen again. And in summer, seriously, I just wanted to do other things in summer other than sitting for hours in front of my PC all the time, even if I'm not working, and create videos and stuff. So that's what I wanted to do here. Now, then I came back and decided that it would be time to pick up again and do a few more videos, which I did. I haven't uploaded new sample library reviews yet. I was originally planning this for at least one new review this year, but I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to make it. Next year, there will probably be more sample library reviews. I, however, did one more thing this year, which didn't really affect you at all so far. And there was obviously still the summer project, right, which I already almost missed. The summer project was Rehotkey. And I haven't talked about this much on this channel, which will happen in the future, don't worry. There will be tutorial videos about certain things. So Matej Golian and I have implemented a software called Rehotkey. Rehotkey is a dedicated collection of scripts which contain accessibility layers for various products. For example, before Rehotkey was developed, you had to use tools like LBL, which is an add-on which only works under NVDA. You had to use Contact Access, which is a paid product, just to click a few simple buttons in Contact. And although I can definitely see why you want to make it paid, because it's obviously time that has to go into developing it and everything, I don't feel bad about John Luca and his friend at all. Like, I can definitely see where they're coming from. I, however, also, in addition to that, think that accessibility is already a problem. Like, disability is already a problem. We already have to buy the full product. So why should we have to pay even more just to be able to use it like everyone else can? And that's why we developed Rehotkey as an open source project. Everyone can contribute to it. Everyone can use it for free. It's only available on Windows, but it holds all the information, all the scripts for Contact 7.7 Plus right now, so you can access that standalone and in the plugin version in Reaper. As Complete Control, you can use Complete Control standalone and in the plugin in Reaper. You can also use software or plugins like Swazando with Rehotkey. You can use the engine by Best Service, the sample player by Best Service, in standalone and plugin version. And you can also use Doubler 2 by Voclia accessibly with the help of Rehotkey, and all of that for free. Obviously, you have to own the actual software that you want to use, right? But apart from that, Rehotkey is free, and you will most likely be able to use these tools accessibly without having to pay anything additionally. And that is my summer project. Not mine, not only mine, but also Matej's. But this is the summer project that I feel is really helping the community in total. So that is what the summer project was. And in parallel to that, that means my partner and me, we had to, or we still fighting with some serious job-related financial issues. Not me, but her. She finished studying in March back in the day, and we haven't found a job ever since. She's trying to apply and get employed and everything, but it doesn't happen right now for whatever reason. So we had to, or I had to pay all the bills on my own without her being able to contribute anything to it, which is fine so far, but that means that we are literally living on the edge. And that's why I decided that it's probably a bit earlier than I wanted, but it's time to start moving not only this channel is just really softly actually involved in this, but moving my entire music and audio editing and all of that into a direction where I can actually benefit of it, namely by earning money. That's why I created a company, a one-person company. Is it even called a company? I don't know. Business, which is now called Tracks and Bytes, which has the same letters as the starting letters. They're my name, right? Tracks and Bytes is my little company, which is owned by me and finally allows me to earn money with the things that I do, which will include at some point in the future composing either for dedicated jobs where I get paid to compose for like a specific project, or just creating library music which you can load into stock libraries and everything, where people can just buy it and pay royalties and everything, just to get some additional income. I also offer teaching and direct audio editing jobs. Wanna get your audiobook edited, something like that, just drop me a line. Want to learn things, and that is actually related to this channel. So if you get a lot from my tutorial videos and you like the way I explain things, but you want to be able to ask direct messages or direct private questions directly to me without having to go through the comment section, everything, you can basically hire me to teach you one-on-one. And yeah, that's all included in me doing this as a side job. All information about that can be found on my website, toni-bart.online. You can go there and click it. Links should be in every video description, I hope. We have to check that though. Anyway, that's what I did this year. I launched my own business, basically. My side business, more or less. And I will expand on that next year. Things that are planned and might actually be of interest to you are things like, we crossed the 500 subscribers mark on this channel, right? Which means that I might become YouTube partner, and it looks like I'm going to be YouTube partner next year. What does that mean? Well, we don't have the 1,000 subscribers, at which point I would most likely be allowed to actually add ads to my videos to actually gain something off YouTube. That is not going to happen next year, I think. However, what will happen is that I can add things like a super thanks button and channel subscriptions to this channel, which means that every one of you who really benefits from what I do can support me either with one-time donations or with a regular donation where you donate a certain amount of cash every month, $5 or whatever, which you don't need to do. I have to say this. I will enable it for everyone who's really grateful and wants to give something back, but you don't have to. I will not change anything on this YouTube channel. I cannot promise that we'll keep up with the videos every week and everything, but this is what I said from the very beginning I won't do anyway. I'm just doing this as I see and as I can do in my spare time. And I won't hold back with that just because of the reason that is cash. And if you can hear that, then you know that my dishwasher is ready. If you can't, then my dishwasher is ready. Anyway, so all of that won't change anything on the channel. I will have to think about the advantages that you get if you decide to become a channel subscriber. I don't want you to just pay cash to me and don't get anything as a reward. That's not what I want. Maybe I would do something like they do with the Patreon thing, where you get your names called out at the end of every video. Like a shout out to everyone who supports me. I will most likely do something like that. I don't know if you can do that for the channel subscribers, or not subscribers, but supporters, because I've never seen that before, I think. But I will think about something. In addition to that, I will probably set up a Patreon as well. So if you want to support me like that, Patreon would be the way to go. I'm still thinking of like things that you get in exchange for you giving money to me. Most likely, as I said, the shoutouts. Maybe I will add things like I will open polls where you can decide on which video will definitely go up next month, something like that, so that you have kind of a way to decide what is going on the channel. depending on how much you pay. Like, it won't be a lot, don't worry. I won't pay things up like $50 a month or whatever. Maybe I would even do it kind of fair way where I do it on a video basis, like give me $1 for every video that I upload, maximum 2 per month. So if you upload 4, then yeah, great, you only paid for 2 of them, which is fine. Something like that, I don't know. And obviously, this is still optional. You don't need to feel obligated to do that. If you, however, want to, then feel free to drop me something. In addition to the PayPal link, which has been under my YouTube videos ever since, I will probably set up something like a Ko-Fi, where everyone, even without PayPal, can just drop me a little bit of support and appreciation in form of cash, because it helps, right? Every dollar goes a long way, especially in my current situation. It will probably get better. We're doing everything, and I hope that at the end of next year, my partner and I will be happy, and both of us will be working just fine, and we have much better financial situation, which you don't need to mind, but it is what it is right now. So I thought, why not do it? In addition to that, as I said, I do the teaching, which is I am trying to do the best teaching that is appropriate for your way of learning. So if you want to get in touch, the first lesson is always for free. So yeah, why not get in touch? You know, I've read several comments on my YouTube videos which went like, oh, I wished you were teaching one-on-one lessons because I want to learn about this or that or whatever. Now you can finally say that I'm starting to do this. So yeah, check out my website and get in touch if you want some one-on-one lessons. This is going to happen this year, like 24. What else was going on in 23? I think just one major thing, if I'm not missing anything, which was the audience accessibility. That was also a project that finally finished in summer, at least for the Evo range. The ID range is still a beta thing for whatever reason, but now in the official Evo product lineup, they are officially accessible, and I'm really proud to be part of the beta testing team, or at least I was part of the beta testing team, because then a new email thread was created and I got kicked out of it. I've not been reintroduced yet, but that's not a problem. That's just a, that doesn't care. I don't care. It's just, I'm so glad that this is finally done, and Audion was the first audio interface developer you can like really proudly tell that they are definitely accessible software-wise. There are some other interface developers who are getting there. Like, I have heard that the newest Focusrite lineup is accessible as well, and Motu M2s, M4s are or have been accessible for quite a while now. But this is a rather small amount of interfaces that you now choose from, and I'm just glad that Audion is now amongst them. That was another big milestone this year. Okay, what else might happen next year? I've got some ideas in my head, I already recorded a video 2 times about field recording, because in April this year I started to get some really expensive and great equipment for field recording, which I tested in several situations. Stealthily as well as openly, and I want to report back to you, maybe even do some hardware testing. I've got several different microphones here now, and I want to give you my experience on this, what should or can you use it for, how well are they doing in field recording scenarios, etc, etc. All these kind of things are my to-do list. I don't know if they will actually happen this year. I'm planning to make them happen this year. I'm already planning to make a lot more videos. Like all the summer break, I took notes for possible video ideas, which I've written down. There are over 30 of them, 20 or 30. So I've got a lot of stuff that I can cover in my videos. There will most likely not be enough videos to cover all of these, and I will continue to gather ideas while the year is running, right? So no worries, there is a lot of stuff that I can take on I will also, and I would just tell you that I don't know if we will all at all be successful, but now that I've got a business and I'm going to improve the fundamentals, like there will going up a channel trailer on this channel just because this channel is part of my business. Then I will probably at some point get a logo for this channel, a visual indicator, which I can most likely also use for my videos, because most of my videos are just my screen, or even like the podcasts, so they're totally black, right? I would do that. Yeah, so this is something that will happen, and there will be some videos on this channel that are going to be business related. I mean, like the channel trailer, what do we do and everything. This channel doesn't have a proper trailer yet. But another thing that I would do is I will try to ask sample library developers if they want to contribute a copy to me or give me discounts. I will, I want to be 100% transparent, so I will make this publicly available. I want to make more sample library reviews, and I've got a lot of libraries here, but I've also a lot more libraries that I want to use regularly, that I'm looking forward to get. But as I said, financial situation isn't too great, so I will go ahead and ask them if they would be willing to either give me a discount because of either accessibility, or because I will in exchange definitely make a video with my honest opinion on this library from my standpoint. My standpoint is always accessibility related, and it's not 100% professional, at least not for the next 10 years or something like that. And maybe because I've subscribed to some other music and audio related channels. What oftentimes happens with all those sample library reviews, they either give discounts or they get free versions. Sometimes they get even giveaway versions that they can give away to their channel viewers and subscribers. Maybe things like that might happen if we find a really nice developer, because obviously with just 600 people, maybe 700, depending on what will happen next year, we are not, by far not big enough. We as a channel, my channel is by far not big enough to be worth doing that with, like giving them the library and everything. But asking a question doesn't hurt anyone, so I would just do that. Yeah, either you give a discount or I have to wait till they have a sale up, whatever. But and I will tell them the same thing that I'm going to tell you right now. I will most likely make a video about their libraries anyway if I get them. The question is when, and they can just give me a discount or whatever, and I will make it sooner, like much sooner, probably after getting it. That's the entire idea. And that's it. Like, the video will most likely go up anyway. It might just take a few years more. Well, sorry. That was a bottle falling over. Anyway, that's the plan for 24. In terms of videos, there isn't any specific material that's going online. As I said, I've got plans for field recording stuff. I do have a project here which I recorded in a very unprepared and non-helpful environment. So there's probably going to be another restoration video. The last time that I did is not like one of the bigger videos on my channel, but it was like the how to fix a bad recording with of an Apple Watch. Something like this will happen again, where I recorded with an iPhone microphone in stereo mode, which these microphones are not level matched. These are not pairs, like well-designed pairs of microphones and everything. So these scenarios really bad. I'm sitting here in the middle of a crowd. ambience is really noisy. And yeah, you have to do a lot of processing with it. And I hopefully will be able to do this year. Finish it, and then I will report. I'm also planning to do music. Like, more music at all. I didn't finish a single piece this year. I do have the Theme of the Day challenge. Maybe I will do that again. I don't know. But apart from that, I haven't finished one single piece. I do have something that I want to send over to Scott and Jen, who are doing the 30th of December live stream, where they play a lot of tracks that people send in, of tracks that they just created over the duration of this year. If you're listening to this before this went live, then feel free to send them your piece as well. Available. Everything about that can be found on reaperteacher.com, which is Scott's email website. Go there and send him your thing. He's more than just happy to play it on the 30th of December. Yeah, so I would train more and make more music, and hopefully upload the music here as well. So yeah, that's going to happen. Because, I need more training. I've got obviously a lot of pieces that I haven't published, and that I haven't finished as well. I've got ideas, but I want to become a composer, or I am already a composer, but I'm always not happy with the end result. So I would just try to step back a little bit and just say, yeah, but this is what it is. That's where I stand right now, and this is just an idea, and I would just publish it, and that's it. That will happen. Hopefully, I'm planning to do this more often this year. So this will also happen in 2024, I hope. But that's already it. Like, I've got major plans to create an actual studio. Not just like right now, it's just a one-room studio, but it's not going to happen here in this flat where we're living right now. I've got a friend with whom I'm recording an actual track right now in person. He is actually playing real instrument and singing and everything. I'm processing it and producing it and audio editing and post-production and cutting and everything that needs to be done. And he's actually also interested in getting a studio and doing something with music. And maybe we would team up and make this a bigger project. But I've already created a plan, and I will probably put that onto Patreon as well. Because, most people have a kind of goal on Patreon too, where they're like, yeah, that is actually my goal. So let's see if we can reach it. Like, so that everyone, not just me, but you as well, know what we're working towards. And I will probably put that onto Patreon as well. So I've got several plans for getting a proper studio set up, including all the hardware, audio interfaces, a table, a proper chair, maybe multiple speakers like monitors, a subwoofer for the low frequencies, a proper PC, audio-based PC, which is dedicated to audio specifically, microphones for field recording sessions or for actual stage recordings. All of that is on my to-do list. I can actually work you through pieces of that if you're interested, because I did a little bit of research, a few dozen hours of research on that field. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comment section below the video. If you've got any ideas, because that's what the channel is all about, right? It's my ideas, obviously, but it's also your ideas. Like, you request topics and I'm thinking about them, and I'm like, yeah, this is really interesting. Let's make a video about that. And then a week later, maybe a month later, maybe a year later, but the video will most likely happen. So if you've got any ideas, questions, whatever, let me know in the comment section below any of my videos. I will see them all. I will read them all, I will comment them all, or heart them, like give them a heart. If I saw them and don't find that I need to answer with an actual reply, I will take note of them, of all of them. There are not too many comments right now, so I can definitely keep up with those. Yeah, so this is my idea for 2024. This was a rather long podcast episode, but I hope that it helped you to understand more of my workflow, more of my ideas for the next year. And now, if you stay here, then thank you for listening, because you're most likely one of my most supportive channel members and channel subscribers. You're not a member. Member would be if you paid something to me, which is the YouTube feature, right? That's called channel member. You're a subscriber. You're a fan, which would probably be the bad word, the inappropriate word. But you seem to enjoy what I'm doing, and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate any feedback you can give to me. Maybe a comment, maybe a like. Although I have to admit, likes are more invisible than comments. I appreciate the likes because the algorithm likes the likes. But if you really want to say thanks, I definitely appreciate a comment as well, because that is more obvious. I have to actually click it away and therefore read it in the YouTube Studio interface, just to tell you why that is the case. So thank you for an amazing year 2023. It's been an amazing year for my channel. It's not been a too amazing year for me. I've learned a lot, positive and even more negative things, to be honest. But all of this is experience, and experience makes us the people that we are. And I'm pretty happy with what I am right now, to be honest. So I guess that has been a rather good year. So let's make 24 an even better one together, for this channel, for your musical career, audio editing experience, and for mine. Because whatever I do will probably end up in a video on here. You will watch it if you want to watch it. You will learn from it. You will apply it to your own projects. And I don't know, either gain experience or maybe at some point even make some money and living with what I am trying to tell you here. So that would be awesome. And now the final thing that I can just say is, yeah, I'd love to have you back on my next video, which will most likely go out next Tuesday if I find the time to actually produce it. And that's probably the last podcast for 2023. I've got some plans for podcasts in 2024, so hopefully we'll be there again. Until next time, bye-bye.